Yɛsan ma makɔ ababiem de ba yɛ channel yi so. Tafo Pankro no MP yɛ Vincent Asafuah de nsɛm bi abetu dwa about Ira John Dramani ne team bi a create said the oral team Operation Recover or Loot. There's a corruption and nsɛm bi akɔ so ɔmɛmo ne aban nneɛma bi akɔdi di nkɔfo bi wɔ no ma President John Dramani Mahama. Ɛde ne team ba abɔnten sɛ ɔmo na ɛbɛ recover ne mani nyade ama ɔman Ghana no. Ɛno na Tafo Pankro no MP Vincent Asafuah de nsɛm bi abetu dwa afa wɔn nsɛm de waka bi pa ɔsɛ onye sure say the oral team no Ira some could to abla kwa da no onye sure say betimi aye adwuma no yi na mo be feel pa cause ohwe a onti ase say adint na wasam the number etudwa na obia efra na ode ne nsɛm aba say bia ohu Ira no we no say ye konkwanse bi na nkofo bi di atwom keke engina facts so na mo de ebe ye o madwuma nti on de jide mu de hu say oral team no on be feel ene wadi sɛ we etudwa ba bro ne Martin Pegu a wɔka team no ho ekohyia ɛwɔ platform bi so na ebɛkɔ ne akwa akutie Vincent nsɛm a wɔde tu dwa ne yɛkɔ no ne yɛsɛ sɛ on subscribe ya subscribe my yɛnkɔ ne nkotie mbɛ na wase
be able to deal with yes because you see you are just about taking office. People have sent you text messages and information about allegations of corruption, and the best you could do is to set up an organizational institution which lacks the legal backing, which lacks the legal backing to be able to deal with corruption as far as this country is concerned. I don't think that this committee can do anything as far as eradicating corruption is concerned, because it lacks the legal basis. It has no prosecutorial powers. It has no investigative powers. It is going to just be receiving concern from people and what have you.
But that's the explanation that this committee's work.
ClickUp's Gantt chart feature makes project management a breeze.
One collecting information and transmitting it to the mandated state institution to do the prosecution. Does it answer that question?
It doesn't.
I think it was quite clear.
It doesn't, because I am a Ghanaian.
Not going
today
to be the ones to prosecute.
If I have any suspicion of corrupt deals or corrupt act, what stops me from going to these state institutions to report to them or give them those information?
Mr. Kansi, can I get it?
We are past the right.
There are different types of personalities. Oh, I appreciate it. Maybe you should bring a psychologist. Some people walk alone. Others need motivation. Others need to be mentored and taken through the process. They don't having to send friends that if wherever they want to go, will you go with me?
I've seen the terms.
Then number two, let me give you a practical. Asafuah, when you leave this program, ask him the petition he took the OSP. Do you know what is inside it? Do you know what is inside it? If you knew, that would have been a huge topic for you. If you knew. So the visibility, the transparency, don't underestimate.
I am making a certain point. Yesterday, I think I saw your first engagement with the
Media Foundation for West Africa
Estate. Yeah. I saw some documents that were shown and all that. You see, you are opening yourself for even future defamatory actions. Because you see...
yes, we will defend that.
No, you see, hold on. In the event that you fail in substantiating some of these allegations, in the event that you fail in doing so, because you go to court to go and defend, you go to court, or if the AG gets some of this information, the AG will have to go to court to prosecute such persons if indeed there has been a prima facie evidence or case that has been established by the committee and by the AG, or if the special prosecutor. In the event that it fails, look at the information that you are putting out, because I had to even zoom into some of the information that we were putting out.
The National Service.
But you see, it is risky.
Hold on a bit. I'm going to come to you.
It is risky. We have laws as a nation. We should be able to act based on the confines of the law. We should be able to have so much trust in our institutions. We should be able to appear, especially as state actors, that indeed the institutions that has been created by the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana can deal with such acts, because we have SHRAD, we have YOKO, we have Special Prosecutor. It is sad to hear that the one who is going to be the first gentleman of the land do not have trust in any of these institutions. For me, it is very sad to hear that.
As of local government, about that DRIP project, you've paid 15%, right? Is that true?
Yes. Yes.
You paid 15% of the total cost.
Let me address it.
So
let me address the matter.
Us to...
You see, the Honorable Kwadwosheldon Blakwa has done a certain disservice to the Ghanaian people.
Which is what?
All that he sought to do was to throw about figures.
But he showed you some documentation.
No problem. I am anticipating and hoping that the Honorable Kwadwosheldon Blakwa, within the next 1 year or 2 years, and I'll hold him to his words. And I think that this oral committee, if this is how they are going to start, is bound to fail. Because you are just throwing about figures just like that without any basis. That is why initially I said that the oral committee will be exposing themselves to defamatory acts or actions in future. See, my ministry, I'll take them one by one. The Honorable Kwadwosheldon Blakwa is saying that the drip machines that was procured by the government cost about $178 million, which he has included in the $18 billion that to him is suspicious and needs to be reclaimed by the oral committee and, if you like, by extension, the government. Now, how do you include $178 million, which is supposed to be the cost of machinery, as far as the drip project is concerned, as part of the 18 billion that you are putting out there, that it is suspicious of corruption, and for that matter, you want to claim these monies, when the $178 million has not been, as it were, investigated or put out for the Ghanaian people to know the true components of what constitutes the $178 million. Now I have the contract in my hands. The contract between the government of Ghana and that of JA Plan Pool and the District Assembly's Common Fund. Now on page 20, it details the true component of what constitutes the $178 million. Number one, tipper track equipment was labeled as $78,000. Today, let your cameraman go to companies like Zonda, all these companies who sell some of these machines, and go and ask how much a tipper track costs. A quick check will tell you that at Zonda, a tipper track will cost about $82,000. No, please hold on. Give me time. You gave him 1 hour.
But
he threw.
So you said that he made reference to the Chinese manufacturers.
Alfred.
Shangjin Automobile Holding Group.
Please.
What was that?
Hello there. This is the contract, and I have it in my hand. The contract is saying that government bought a tipper truck for $78,000. And I am suggesting to you that we have some of these companies here in Ghana. I am pointing to you, Zonda Company Limited, which is around Tema. Go and ask how much a tipper truck costs at Tema. Today, it's about $82,000. How do you sum this up to $178 million and say that we need to reclaim these monies because to you, it is suspicious of corruption? How? And you throw these figures out just like that. Number two, you see a backhoe here. It has also been labeled as $78,000. Please, again, go to Zonda, go to any company. You have your cameraman here. Let's not do this to ourselves. This agenda of making government look very bad by just throwing out figures without any basis or whatsoever. In Otafo, I have a tipper truck. A tipper truck was given to me by DRIP.
I see.
To embark on expansion of roads infrastructure and what have you. How then do you label that as part of the 18 billion as suspicious of corruption? Why do we do this to ourselves?
So would
Please hold on.
Would you be open for investigation?
So that's what I'm suggesting to you, that your cameraman, your cameraman should go to Zonda.
Be open for investigation.
Yes, because the 18 billion that you've thrown out there, that this 18 billion is suspicious of corrupt acts and more practices and what have you lacks no basis. You have just played to the gallery, and unfortunately, some people will buy into this. And that is why I'm hurt that you yourself could not even ask him very cogent question for him to explain why you are throwing some of these figures out. Number 3, water tanker, $84,000. Please go to Zonda again. Go to some of these Chinese companies across. How much is a water tanker? This is what constitutes the $178 million. Please, let's not do this to ourselves. And that is why I'm saying that the committee is bound to fail because ab initio, they are just doing politics with everything. They are not. Of course, because you see,
I've already gained. I've already told people how we amend the OSPR. We've already learned a lot. They cannot fail.
Please, you see, when I listened to him,
your point.
He made a comment that the tenure of this oral committee ends as soon as a new AG is sworn in.
Yes.
Please, are you saying that Ghanaians cannot also participate in any future or anticipated corrupt practices under this new government? And for that matter, we won't have, or we shouldn't have, the oral committee the same mentality that you have, that you want to use the oral committee to deal with corruption in this country. If you are going to ban it as soon as a new AG is sworn in, does it mean that?
No.
That's what he said. You are not here. Hold on. You are not here.
No,
please.
Counsel, I want you to.
You were not here.
I will actually have you respond.
He made mention of the fact that, and you, Mr. Martin Pebu, you were here when you said that you do not even trust these state institutions because there are gaps or lacunas as far as their procedures in prosecuting corruption is concerned. Are you saying that right after you end the tenure of the